Well, hey, welcome to Tarsha Homestead. I'm Alex. Right now, we're out here kind of playing with the goats. I've got 3 Nigerian dwarf does that this one's the youngest of the group. She wasn't one of the ones that we tried to breed, but we have 2 slightly older does, a year old and 2 years old, that we rented a stud service for, and he came and stayed with us for 3 weeks. Unfortunately, it seems like it didn't work because neither of them got pregnant. However, that wasn't really enough for us. We really wanted, well, hi. We really wanted bee in milk. We want the goat's milk for making soap and for drinking, making cheese and ice cream and such. And so we were looking for ways that we could get into milk, knowing that we were going to have to buy a nanny, someone with a baby. Would you get off my microphone? So we came across a nanny with her baby, actually a registered purebred Nigerian dwarf. That's not really, we don't typically run registered goats just because we don't find that it ends up being worth it. But in this case, it was what I felt was an appropriate price for a goat and her young boy, a little buckling. And so what's kind of great about that is that as that buckling grows up, because he's unrelated to these older girls here, he can breed them back. And so my hope is that, get off of my zipper. She's chewing on the zipper of my coat. My hope is that for that money that we spent, we not only get a nanny who's in milk right now, but we also get a buckling who in the future will be able to impregnate our girls here. No, goats are fun, as you can see. So anyway, now I have a nanny that is in milk, and we want to start hand milking her. And to do that, we need a milking stanchion. I'm getting ready to make that milking stanchion, but what I'm trying to do is get a measurement up to where their neck starts to give me an idea of where to make the way the design works is there's 2 vertical bars and they kind of close together like that, and you have a relief cut out of both of them so that it holds their neck so that they can't pull their head back through. Now, I need to get the height of that just right so that their neck gets clamped in there without being hurt. And so stop it now. So I keep trying to get a measurement of one of them, but they're all scared of the tape measure. So let's let the chaos begin. Hi, girls. Anybody? Come here, Mama. Let me just get a quick measurement. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. Right there. That's okay. That was about 16, but that was kind of high. I think maybe a foot. I can't catch her. I think maybe a foot would be best because they put their head down to eat. Come here. Come on, Ruthie. Ruthie, come here. Come here, Ruthie. No, it's okay. It's okay. No need to run. Here, look, I even hide the tape measure. Quit running away. Look, I don't even have anything. It's okay. Shh. Betty. I have a recovering from a broken ankle, so there's no chasing happening here. I can't run. All right, you guys didn't get to see me get the measurement, but I got it. And so, like this, 24 inches is about the height I need these things to be up above the level of the deck. And then about 8 is about where they go. So I would probably go from like 8 to 18 or maybe 20 of the opening in there, or the recess. The relief, I don't know what to call it, but it'll make sense when you see it. Okay guys, so I've got quite a bit of scrap lumber here that I'm going to work with. Just happened to have it left over from working on the barn, and I don't exactly know what I'm working with here, so let me see what I've got to offer. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. None of this is going to do me any good. I need 22 inch. That's how high I'm going to do the stand. So the extra length. What I was talking about was there's some extra length here that I thought maybe would be beneficial, but it's not going to help me any. It's not long enough to be super beneficial. These all have a twist in them. I think they sat out in the weather for quite a while. I don't know how much I need to care about that or not. So anyway, I'm going to make 4 of these at 22 inches because that is the height these legs are going to be. Is that right? No, it isn't. I only need 2 at 22 inches. I need 2 of those at 22 inches. And then I need 2 of these at 22 inches. That's right. It'll all make sense. Just hang in there with me. These are going to be the legs, and so I'm going to have my 2 rear legs are going to be 4x4s, but my 2 front legs are going to be 2 sets of 2x4s sandwiched together to make a 4x4. It sounds strange, but the reason is because one set of those 2x4s is going to go full height of the front of the stanchion, so there's going to be way up here. So I've got these to cut down, and then I need 2 that are going to be 22 plus about 24, so 46 inches tall. So I need 2 at 46, which would be like a single 8-footer. Honestly, at that point, I might as well just go right down the center, do 48, make sure that this thing is the right length. Yeah, if I just do right down the center, then I will get 2 at 48, which is pretty good. All right, so after going and looking at Premier One's site, which is a huge retailer of all things animals and livestock, they have a goat stanchion that is 48 inches long. So I'm just going to follow their lead, and I'm going to do 48 inches long also. The reason why I'm measuring from both sides is because these things are never exact, and that gives me a little bit better capability to cut right down the center. All right, so what's going to end up happening is I'm going to do 4 legs at 22 inches tall. But of those, 2 of the legs are going to be 2x4s, and 2 of them are going to be 4x4s. Those 2 that are 2x4s are actually going to screw into 2x4s that are 48 inches tall. And the reason why is that when you butt the 2 2x4s together, that makes a 4x4, but one of them is going to be 48 inches tall so that it can stick up for the goat's neck to stick through. So it'll all make sense as I start putting this together. It'll all kind of take shape, and you'll understand where I'm going with it. But let's go ahead and just make a whole bunch of cuts. Guys, again, forgive me for the disaster of a shop. I'm not enjoying it either. It just is what it is right now. We've got so many projects going on, and I have time to work on the projects, but I don't have time to sit here and clean up the shop. The projects would go faster if my shop were clean, but that's an investment I can't make right this moment. I got this bit. It's made by Amana, and it's got this rolling deal here. It's got the countersink there, and it's adjustable depth. I really like it. It does a good job of giving me a repeatable countersink every single time, whereas the other ones that I've seen tend to be, You know, it depends on how long you hold it or how hard you push is how deep the countersink will be. But this gives uniformity. Not that uniformity matters in this case, one little bit, but I already have the bit, so I might as well use it. Let's see, am I gonna do any others? No, I will eventually, but not right this moment. Okay, let's switch over to the drill. Let's start some quick assembly. This is gonna be imperfect, but it'll get us started on things. Well, aside from the rock in it, now you can see it coming together. There's going to be 2 more pieces in here that onto the neck. Something like, hell, there might only be 1 piece actually. No, I think there is going to be 2. When I build the next part, I imagine it being something like, I was thinking something like this, but that's not very big at all. If I went something like, see, it's got to be big enough for their head to get in and then tighten up, but it's also got to be centered. Let me tinker with my design here just a little bit. I'm thinking maybe something along the lines of this with this, but once the reliefs are cut out of here, that it'll be big enough. It's all off center though, so let me just tinker with it a little bit. I'll get it figured out. I just need to think about what I want. One option might be instead of 1 moving thing, it might be 2 moving things where they come together in the center. I don't know. We'll figure it out though. And then I'll make a deck across the top of here, and we'll make a ramp for them to go up. I don't think we're too far away from getting it right. I just need to play with it a bit. Off camera, I was able to get these 2 pieces on here, and they're going to be able to separate and close up on a neck. I'm going to drill out where I've got these temporary screws put in place here, and I'm going to run my bolts through there. I save everything, so these I just found in one of my bins. I'll put these bolts through there, bolt them on, Of course, with my shop being a mess, I can't find my ratchet anywhere, so I got to do it with 2 wrenches, which is annoying. But once this is on there, these will move freely, and I'm going to, well, I almost forgot. That would have been really annoying. But before I run these bolts through, I'm going to cut the neck slots out. So it's time for us to take this out to the goats and see how it does. So normally I wouldn't have all the goats out here. It would be one milker at a time, right? So here's Ruthie in there eating her feed. I tested out. I can grab onto her teats and stuff and she can't pull out. Okay guys, so overall I'm really happy with the results of this milking stanchion. The goats see that I have the food bucket and I haven't fed them yet, so they're all kind of attacking me here. But ultimately, the milking stand works great. It's just the right height that I can sit on a bucket right there and work on them. The only exception is that these really small girls right here, like Fiona and Betty, they can pull their head back through when this is closed. So I just need to add a little strip of wood right here on one side, just enough to make it a little bit tighter, and then they won't be able to do that. In the meantime, everybody's ready for food, so I'm gonna go get them fed. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time on the Target Homestead. You're okay. You're okay. I'm just trying to get an idea of height here. 16. Anybody? Come here, Mama. Let me just get a quick measurement. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. Right there. That's okay. That was about 16. But that was kind of high. I think maybe a foot. I can't catch her. Come on, Ruthie. Ruthie, come here. Come here, Ruthie. No, it's okay. It's okay. No need to run. I think it's okay. Shh. Betty.